Kia ora everyone, welcome to the facial session with my friend Tania, and this is an ASMR session where I will be using relaxing triggers to help you fall asleep. I will be also talking to you during this video, so if you don't like this, it's okay. I have a version of this video with no talking, and you can follow the link in the description of this video. It will take you to the same session, but without me explaining anything. And for those of you who are staying, I want to tell you that this will be, as always, peaceful and cozy session. Amongst the triggers, I will be using mud mask, wet towels, varieties of brushes like hair brushes and makeup brushes, and of course I will use essential oils. This one is a grapefruit essential oil, and I felt like that aroma fitted really nicely with the atmosphere of the video. I'm spreading that aroma across over Tania's face so she can inhale it and enjoy this joyful smell of citrus that always feels uplifting. So I will just run my fingertips from her face to her hair. So this is the wet towel that I'm using, as it was a little bit warm, and the wet towel is so nice when it is applied to the skin, and I really like the feeling of the touch through the towel as well. It's not that often when other creators are using wet towels in their ASMR videos, but when I find one, I usually watch it several times, as to me it feels very cozy and also very tingly. And just wiping her face with this wet towel. I actually added to water some rose oils. I have a blend of rose oils, and this session we will be using a pink mud mask and also rose water. So this is a rosy session, if you wish. And now I'm going to comb Tania's hair. This is one of my favorite combs. And I told you before that I got it from St. Petersburg, but I don't know if I told you that it's actually my stepfather who bought it for me. We went into that souvenir shop that was dedicated completely to cats, and those of you who are from St. Petersburg, have been there, you probably seen that shop because it is hard to miss. And in there were lots of different stuffed toys, and there was this brush, the comb, and my stepfather said that this is something that I will definitely use on my channel, and he bought it for me, which was a very nice souvenir, but also something that I'm able to use, and also something that you can enjoy together with me. A very similar brush I received as a gift from one of my subscribers. It, I think, was made out of the same material, same type of wood, but it just didn't have that shape of a cat. Why I think they are similar? Because they actually produce a very interesting singing sound. That's why. And I love both of those combs because they are gifts. I think it's so nice when the gifts are being used, and it's not just a thing that you don't know what to do with. So I try to buy always practical gifts. But of course you need to know the person very well when you buy a practical gift for them. Alright, now let's start with the mud mask. I'm just reading how to apply it, but it just says that you don't need to do anything with it. It's already ready to be used. Because previously I had, and even on this channel, I had a green mud mask. It was a clay mask, I think, as well. And you had to dissolve it with water to make the right consistency. But this one is just a paste already in this little package. this mask again was a gift from my mom this time. And it feels so nice on the face because the consistency of those mud masks are always very different to creams, so it's just this feeling of novelty that can create some tingles, but also it kind of feels heavy on your face, but it's like a good feeling of heaviness, tightness and grounding, and also it is like connecting to nature because that mud comes from somewhere underground and it just brings all of that goodness right to you, purifying your skin, also enriching it with minerals, and hopefully that will make will have some positive benefits for your skin, for the health, but also, of course, we want to see the results. So hopefully the look of the skin will also improve. But you know that I actually met Tania the day after this session and she was so happy with the result. She was really glowing. She said her skin felt so soft. Of course, it's not only this product. We did some massage as well. That's always beneficial. Massage help your muscles to relax, and relaxed muscles can affect the look of your skin, reducing the wrinkles and making you look younger. Delicately around the eyes, and I think the entire face is covered now. Normally you would leave this mask for 10-15 minutes, but of course for this video I had to edit it so it will feel shorter. But in the meantime, while the minerals and other elements of the mask are absorbed by Tania's skin, I'm doing a little bit of light touch massage, applying some pressure on her shoulders. It always feels so very relaxing. The pressure can release the tension. It's an interesting paradox. restarting your heart with the feet. Same with muscles, you just need to add a little bit of more tension than the rest so they can relax deeper. And also using this opportunity to brush her hair, taking it into my fist and brushing the ends. Beautiful, shiny. Actually, the new book that I'm writing, one of the characters has this naturally red hair. And as you remember, I told you that Tania was never happy with the color of her hair, but this channel helped her to get more positive about it. And so in my book it is the same with the character. She doesn't like her red hair. But of course in the end she will have to accept it and even be proud of it. And of course it is because of you. Tania now has a different perception of her red hair. Because you guys giving her so many compliments, and some of those comments I just screenshot and sent to her. She loves reading them. And to remove the mask, I'm using the wet towel again. Just carefully removing the product. This is not your regular clay mask. This one, as you can see, not as messy, and I removed it simply with the wet towel. But to finish cleaning her face, I'm also using those soft round pads that I dip into the same water and just cleaning all the bits and pieces that are left, making sure that I pick up everything, because it is good to have that type of mask for 10-15 minutes, but if you leave it for longer it can feel dry and unpleasant. So making sure that I removed everything, and only then I'm applying those silicone massage tools. They like micro massagers. You can use them for peeling, but to be honest, I would say that for peeling you need something a little bit harder. This is more for gentle massage and to complete the relaxation. some circular movements on her forehead, her cheeks and her chin. Making her relax even more. Creating this pleasant atmosphere of comfort and safety, where you don't need to pretend. You can just be yourself. And you can be yourself only when you feel safe and when you trust someone who you're with, but also when you trust yourself. So many times I met people who don't know themselves, they don't trust themselves, and they can never be themselves, even when they are alone. But many of us who think negatively, have negative body image, many of us can easily change that by just changing the internal dialogue, which is very difficult to do, but not impossible. Of course, if you are a parent, as I always say, one of the most important things is to build confidence in your kids. So then they will never have this issue with the body image or self-worth. Of course, they will go through phases when they're teenagers, but it will come right if you dedicated enough time to build that confidence in your kids. And that's why I think for many of us who didn't have that growing up, it is very challenging and it's a long process. But I think the most important thing is trusting your own feelings, your friends, if you have good friends, but also trust the process of your life. You are in this world, and you are here because you have a place in this world. You don't need to look for it. It's just there where you are. No matter where you are in the right place. You can change it if you want to, but the place to belong is usually inside you. You belong to your thoughts, to your dreams, to your view of this world. This is the place where you belong. And I think when you accept that, it will be so much easier to find yourself in life, in relationships, at work. So I just want you to know that you are perfect the way you are now. And no one can tell you otherwise, because they don't have the right to tell you that. And as hard as it is, we need to ignore the people who don't agree with this. But if you want a change, you can have it. The only thing is to understand whether it's you personally who want this change, or is this the society who wants that, or people around you. Once you understand your true desires, it's so much easier to achieve those things. And that is what I wish you all. I wish you all to achieve your dreams and desires and plans. Whatever you want to accomplish, you can do it. You can definitely do it. I feel it. And I hope that after this session, you will feel it too. And if you don't feel it because you start thinking about things that you don't have, you just need to stop and look for things that you have. And I'm sure you will find so many amazing things, because you are a wonderful human being. Really, really wonderful. And you are enough. You don't need anyone else. In fact, no one else can help you. It's just you. You're strong enough to do whatever you desire. You're smart enough, and you are so beautiful. Just accept this. Accept that you deserve